looking for work, there's a good chance that you could find it. The Labor Department says a number of Americans who filed for unemployment dropped by 5,000 last week to the second lowest level in 6 years. It's also a sign that layoffs are slowing. A former teacher walked out of a Montana prison today after serving 30 days for raping a former student who later committed suicide. The sentence was much shorter than according to state guidelines, and now many want the judge to be thrown off the bench. He called the victim older than her chronological age. If you have knee pain, drop a few pounds before you go under the knife. The Journal of the American Medical Association says losing just 10% of your body weight can significantly decrease discomfort. That's 15 pounds for someone who weighs 150. Twitter wants to keep you informed in the event of an emergency. Users can sign up for Twitter alerts, and they can receive critical alerts from participating agencies, including FEMA and the Red Cross. This is ABC News.
Okay. New kid, here's your company phone. I've pre-programmed it with every number you need in life. The first one's my personal number. Never call it, ever. The second one is 1-800-GRANGER. Use it for everything else. Any problem you have, they can help. I've also loaded the Granger app for you. You can download it for free. Tippity-tap, on the spot. Your solution is on its way. Granger. Get it? Got it? Good. Call, click Granger.com, or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
I want my company's network to be safer and more reliable.
Do you want to deal with multiple vendors?
No.
Are per-user fees and added feature costs okay?
No.
How about solutions that are hard to install and use?
No.
Offshore or automated phone tree support okay?
No.
Then yes, we can help.
Barracuda Networks offers the largest family of powerful, affordable security, networking, and storage solutions designed to protect business users, apps, and data. All from a single source that's easy to do business with. Protect your business. Visit barracuda.com/products to try any free for 30 days.
We want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
And now it's time for the voice.
Don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, stick your head out and yell, "Hated man! Top of the world!"
The voice of Ocala with Buddy Martin.
You know I don't speak Spanish. In English, please.
Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. I know your anger, I know your dreams. I've been everything you wanna be. Oh, I'm the cult of personality.
Good Thursday afternoon. You have found the voice of Ocala on a sunny Ocala afternoon. We're broadcasting live from the palatial studios of WOCA at the Paddock Mall, just outside the food court entrance. It is a wonderful Thursday, premiere week on television in full swing. We'll talk about that in pop culture. But right now, let me bring in my partner in crime when Buddy's not here, JJ LaSalva.
I'm here when Buddy's here. I'm here all the time.
But when you're not here, when he's not here, you're my partner in crime.
When he's here.
Yeah, you're my partner in crime. The Pick Six contest, we got him right here at the studio. Austin Tapman will be walking around giving them out to people later today.
I'm going to kill it this
Pretty
week.
easy card this week, JJ says. Buddy will join us in the 3:30 hour, 3:30 part of the show. And 4 o'clock today, JJ, one of our favorite guests, a very good friend of the show, was actually part of the cast of Thousands the first year we were on the radio.
That's my boy.
The Straw himself, yeah. Daniel Owen. Only got a small amount of time left in office. He'll join us in the 4 o'clock hour. And today just keeps getting better as it's around the water cooler. We get to talk about the hot topics in sports today and going long. We get our little
talk about.
We got a little 75 second going long. So I got mine, bro. Mine. I was going to use it as a "Are you kidding me?" Saturday, and I still may. But I got to tell you about this today. You are not going to believe what a youth league in Connecticut is doing. It's ridiculous, and I'll tell you about that in sports. But I'm really looking forward to hearing Daniel. Oh, it's been a while. Been a minute since Daniel's been on the radio with us.
For sure.
And, he always brings something to the show. We also know who won last week's Pick Six contest. We'll announce that today. And it's getting to be a broken record, really, the people that are winning. I mean, starting to get a little old. The news topics that I'm following for today. Have you heard about this story, JJ? The teacher in Billings, Montana, that was
Definitely haven't heard about
convicted of raping a 14-year-old student.
Lovely.
He got 30 days.
No.
30 days. Judge handed down a 30-day prison sentence. He completed that today.
Oh, man.
He was sentenced to 30 days after completing his term for the 2007 rape of Sharice Morales. Prosecutors are appealing Judge G. Todd Ball's sentence, and a complaint has been filed by advocates seeking Ball's removal. The judge. He's on probation now. Stacey Rambo's on probation and must register as a sex offender. The ex-teacher was sentenced after violating terms of a deferred prosecution agreement he made after Morales killed herself in 2010. The judge said at the sentencing hearing that the reason he gave such a light sentence was the teacher could have been fooled because Morales seemed older than her chronological age at the time of the rape. So they deferred prosecution on this. First off, it was deferred prosecution. He wasn't even put in jail originally. Then he violated the terms of his deferred prosecution and got sentenced to 30 days. I was pretty sure when you got your sentence deferred, if you violated it, you got to serve your whole sentence. You had to serve your whole sentence.
What did you originally get sentenced to?
Deferred prosecution, 5 years. So I'm following that story. I'm also following the story that never seems to go away. Yesterday, the county said that a committee came together and said they were cutting the sheriff's budget by 2.2. And Sheriff Chris Blair fired off a warning to the county commission to ignore that proposal. In a 3-page letter to commission chairwoman Kathy Bryant, Blair called the recommendation reckless and warned that the commission would be breaking the law if it adopted the proposal Thursday night. Breaking the law, the sheriff says, if they adopt this proposal. Something's going to implode here. Something's going to happen there. And your alma mater, JJ, awarded a big tech grant. College of Central Florida will oversee a 3-year, $10.2 million federal grant, $2 million federal grant designed to help rural students prepare for technologically related careers. CF will get $3.2 million for local use and administer the remaining $7 million to 7 other state colleges throughout Florida. The project is called Florida Excel at Information Technology Careers in Rural Areas. So that's a big deal for CF. They're getting a $10.2 million grant, $3.2 to use here locally, and $7 million they'll dole out to campuses all around the state, the 7 other campuses around the state. So those are the stories I'm following today. It is Pop Culture Day. All the premieres are coming on this week. It's premiere week on television for the next 2 weeks. Actually, it's premiere week. JJ, you're not a big television guy. You don't watch the CBS, NBC, ABC.
I watched the premiere episode of South Park last night. It was hilarious.
On Comedy
NSA,
Central?
Yes.
On Comedy Central. So see, you can tell us about a premiere.
Yes.
You got a premiere story.
Not one of the bigger
us.
ones.
But it's still a premiere.
One of the funniest and longest running shows on television, by the way.
And that's everybody wants
Very
to
underrated.
everybody wants to say stuff about funny cartoons and all.
Stay relevant.
Simpsons longest running show on television.
Yeah.
Simpsons, I think they just started their 25th year. Somebody needs to check what Homer and Marge are doing to keep those kids keep Maggie 2 years old, Lisa 9 years old, and Bart 11 years old. There may be some abuse going on in that home. It is Pop Culture Thursday. We'll talk about the premiere week when we come back on the Voice of Ocala. Also, remember, Daniel Owen joins us in the 4 o'clock hour, and it's Around the Water Cooler as we talk the hot topics in sports, plus going long. And if you want your Pick 6 contest sheets, come pick them up by the radio station. We have them here for you. We'll talk pop culture next. TV premiere week, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, streaming live at WOCA.com. The source.
Since 1976, Daniel L. Hightower, a lawyer, has been fighting for accident victim justice in North Central Florida and statewide. He believes everyone in America should follow the rules, including the insurance companies. He and his firm have experience fighting for victims of personal injury, wrongful death, workers' compensation, and Social Security disability, as well as serving those in need of help with bankruptcy, simple wills, and estate plans. The mission at the law offices of Daniel L. Hightower, PA, is to represent deserving clients and recover the maximum benefits they are entitled to by law in a timely manner. In personal injury and workers' compensation cases, there are no fees or costs unless a recovery is made. The law office of Daniel L. Hightower is located at 7 East Silver Springs Boulevard, Suite 300. For your free consultation, call 352-629-7777 or 1-888-LAW-1976 and visit danhightower.com for more information. Daniel L. Hightower, PA lawyer, fighting for accident victim justice, and the proud sponsor of Ask the Cops.
This reprise of Ask the Cops is proudly brought to you by Daniel L. Hightower, PA lawyer, fighting for accident victim justice since 1976. This is Ocala's Chief of Police, Greg Graham, answering one caller's question.
How often are the officers required to go to the firing range to keep their shooting skills up to par?
Great question. By FDLE rules, they're supposed to go once a year. We actually do, the police department does 2 qualifications a year, and then throughout the year we have practice days and sessions with them. But I tell you, the problem that we're having is we're having a difficult time getting ammo or enough ammo to have those practice days. But we do a minimum of 2 qualifications a year.
That reprise of Ask the Cops was proudly brought to you by Daniel L. Hightower, lawyer, fighting for accident victim justice since 1976. Be sure to tune in to Ask the Cops the second and fourth Friday of every month during the 4 o'clock hour on the Voice of Ocala. Dr. Seaborn Hunt, a board-certified ophthalmologist in Ocala. There's no referral needed for an appointment. Call 873-7200, offering medical services for glaucoma management, including laser surgery to help lower your eye pressure and potentially reduce your dependency on eye drops. He also evaluates and treats diabetic retinopathy, one of the leading causes of blindness, with advanced imaging and laser procedure to help prevent vision loss. Dr. Hunt's office accepts most insurance and files claims for you. Call Dr. Hunt at 873-7200. That's 873-7200.
Look who just walked in the room. Joel Wiesner from What's Up Ocala. Hey, Joel, I'm looking for something to do this weekend. You got any ideas?
Absolutely. Check out our event calendar online at www.whatsupocala.com, and there is plenty of events there for you. Daily news updates to event reviews and magazine articles.
Really?
We've organized it all in one place online for you to cut through all of the hassle of finding something to do this weekend. We have a daily event calendar, a bi-monthly magazine, and we also do daily news articles.
All right, Joel, that's perfect. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Whatsupocala.com.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
If you get a migraine, try to hug your family more often or your pets. The chemical oxytocin, which is released when we hug a loved one, it can cut the intensity of a migraine headache in half. Today, a lot of people think that flirting via text message is as bad as cheating in real life. Comedies may get us laughing and help us forget our pain for a few minutes, but sad songs and movies actually help us get over the pain much quicker.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
This is a public notice. Local residents can now save thousands of dollars on their next car, truck, or SUV. It's not a tent sale, because no tent is big enough to hold this many cars. It's OcalaForSale.com. Say goodbye to sticker shock. OcalaForSale.com has thousands of vehicles with no stickers at all. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
News Talk 1370, WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults, so use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000. 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370, WOCA.
Still the days, those lonely days, they go on.
We're back on the Voice of Ocala. It's Pop Culture Thursday. I'm your host, Tom Schmitz, joined by JJ LaSalva. Before we get into the meat of the new series and premieres that are this week, let's talk about South Park. It premiered last night on Comedy Central. That's one of your favorite channels.
I hate that channel. I like that show.
Well, Jon Stewart's on that channel.
Yeah, I don't like him anymore.
You don't watch the Daily Show Colbert, but Colbert's on that channel.
Yeah, Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart's turned into like the zany, just
to try to get a laugh.
Does really weird faces now all the time. He's not smart funny anymore.
Colbert
is well written, really good show. He won the Emmy this year.
Right. So you watched the South Park last night. What kind of shot did they take? Who did it? National Security Agency?
Yeah.
I'm sure that
the
was...
NSA, also Alec Baldwin.
They talked about Snowden last night then?
Yeah, Alec Baldwin, Twitter, everyone that uses... Everybody in America, basically.
Sometimes...
They do a good job of making everyone feel included when they ride
Sometimes South Park reminds me of a comic book version of Saturday Night Live. Because they get on the moment of the day really get on it.
They make the show in literally 6 days.
Yeah, I've watched a special where they come up with the idea on a Thursday morning, and by Wednesday night, it's in the can. Right. Yeah.
Awesome. So everything is super relevant.
Right, everything. They
up to that day.
Right. When they work, like next week's show, they just started planning this morning.
Exactly. That's awesome to me. And to do that, they get away with a lot more.
Except for the premiere. They've been waiting about 3 months for the premiere.
Yeah, you're right.
But from the premiere on, they put a show together in 6 days, so it's very relevant to what's going on at that moment in the world. That's why I think it's a very relevant show, even if you don't like that humor.
It's raunchy.
But
it's actually gotten less raunchy.
Oh,
it's gotten more
as bad as it used to be.
Smarter comedy.
It's not near as bad as it used to be.
In the 90s, it was real, fart comedy type stuff.
It was yeah.
Now it's funnier.
Yeah, and it's more relevant now as well. So that premiered last night. Monday, The Blacklist premiered. And I heard a description of it. I'm going to read this, and then it's exactly what you said it was, JJ. What do you get when you get The Silence of the Lamb, a procedural twist? And that's what this is. James Spader is Raymond Reddington. He's one of the most wanted fugitives by the FBI list. But he tells them in the show when they're like, he's like, I got a list of criminals that I'm going to help you find. They were like, the one guy says, we got our own list. He said, yeah, that top 10 list of yours, it's just a popularity contest to get interest while people are standing in line at the post office. And he's right. When's the only time do you ever worry about the top 10, the most wanted list? If you happen, for some reason, once or twice a year, being in the post office and you're bored standing in line, you'll look at the 10 most wanted.
I couldn't tell you the last time I went to the post office.
But it's a very, very good show.
So what? He intentionally gets himself arrested?
Yes, he intentionally gets. The show opens with one of his associates saying, "Must be good to be back home, sir." And he smiles. He says, "That remains to be seen." And he turns himself in. He walks into the FBI and turns himself in. And then mayhem.
What was the point of that?
Mayhem pursues. Oh, we don't know. We know he has some sort of agenda.
Obviously.
We just don't know what his agenda is. But he only will speak to Elizabeth Keene, who's played by Megan Boone.
They have this huge fake jail cell that he's in.
Yeah, but he doesn't stay in that very long.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't stay in that very long at all.
Looks like a space station right here.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine premiered last Tuesday. It's
awful.
It's the movie, it's the television debut of Andy Samberg, not on Saturday Night Live. Andre Brower's in it.
I saw many trailers for this watching football on Sunday.
Let me explain it to you.
Did you watch the show?
It's a terrible show. I watched it. It's basically Andre Brower gets his first captain's. I don't even know who
that is.
Andre Brower gets his first designation as captain of a precinct in New York, the 9-9. And it's a precinct that does good at closing crime. Its number one detective is Andy Samberg. But he's not really by regulation. He does what he wants. Comes in wearing inflatable like underwear and stuff like that. Yeah, right. It's very, very dumb. And they go out of their way to make stupid jokes to try to get laughs.
They aren't funny.
And they're not funny.
Wow. Andy Samberg, just like his movies, they suck. Saturday Night Live.
The only thing Andy Samberg ever did I thought was funny was Lonely Island with Justin Timberlake. When he did the Lonely Island
his internet videos.
Right. The crazy ones, I'm going to watch that. This premieres tonight. It's the Robin Williams return to television for the first time since Mork and Mindy. I think Robin Williams is just hilarious. But I know a lot of younger people don't think Robin Williams is that funny at all. Austin, do you think Robin Williams is that funny of a guy?
I don't know who Robin Williams is.
What? Oh, my God, dude.
You do not know who Robin Williams is.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, the guy that was Mrs. Doubtfire.
Who is Mrs.
Oh, my. All right.
You don't know who Mrs. Doubtfire is?
You got to bounce, dude.
Dude, you got to go.
You don't know who Robin Williams is?
JJ, you're 23. Do you think Robin Williams is that funny?
I think...
or is he just quirky?
Some of his old movies were funny, but recently he hasn't done any funny things.
His stand-up...
He doesn't do funny stuff anymore.
Now, remember, he
was in... Oh, my God. When he's trying to do funny stuff now, he's in movies like The RV.
Right.
Oh, my God.
But that
was horrendous.
When he did his stand-up originally in the late 70s...
Raunchy.
Oh, it was stuff parents were like, you're not listening to that. My mom was like, you're not listening to that idiot. I said, but Mom, it's Mort from Mork and Mindy. I don't care if it was the president. You ain't listening to that. That's how I tried to sell it. But Mom, it's Mort from Mork and Mindy.
I don't expect Austin to know who that is, but I expect him to know who Mrs. Doubtfire is. Dresses up like a British woman to clean his ex-wife's house so he can spend time with his kids. Come on, man.
I know who he is
Mrs. Doubtfire.
I also saw the show Hostages. It premiered on Monday. It's a rogue FBI agent kidnaps a family and threatens their lives if the mom won't kill the president. She's a doctor. It's very, very good show, but you gotta figure. Wait, do you know who Robin Williams is? Do you know who Mrs. Doubtfire is? Because Austin does not.
This movie, Hostages, doesn't look good.
It's a very good show. It's a very good show. Dylan McDermott.
How long can these shows last, though? Like one season?
I don't know. Now, here's a show that I'm going to watch.
What happens when everything gets resolved?
Here's a show I'm going to watch, and I don't know why I'm going to watch it, except I'll just Gordon Ramsay to see what Gordon Ramsay does here is going to be great. You ever watch this Master Chef show?
No.
Master Chef is where he brings normal people.
I've
they're
seen
not even
Hell's
cooks.
Kitchen, isn't that him?
No. Yeah, that's him too, yeah. But Master Chef is where he brings normal people who think they're very good cooks, and he puts them out, and they all go to cooking, and then, he deems one of them Master Chef. But he's hard on them, he yells at them and stuff like this. Well, this is Master Chef Junior, where it's a bunch of little kids, and Gordon Ramsay's having to deal with them. So I want to see how Gordon Ramsay deals with a bunch of bratty little kids that are trying to cook and impress him. You have no desire to watch that show, huh?
I don't watch cooking shows. I watched the oh my God, what was the Asian show that they dubbed over in English? And
Iron Chef.
The Iron Chef. They were all competing. That show was awesome.
Oh yeah.
They made Iron Chef America not that big a fan because it's less exciting.
Right.
I love hearing the guys.
There's a fan of you right there.
There it is. See, the only team in Florida right now.
I think Florida State fans will probably argue with
which Florida State on this channel.
They do.
3:30.
3:30 this
Saturday.
week playing Boston College. Now this is a show I don't have any desire to watch, but I know a bunch of people will tune in just because of who's in it. The Michael J. Fox Show. 13 years after leaving Spin City. That is what it's called, the Michael J. Fox Show.
Is it a talk show?
No, it's a comedy.
They couldn't think of a different name than the Michael J. Fox Show.
He's going to play. Are you ready for this? Here's the show. Here's the premise of the show.
You're not relevant anymore enough to have a show named after you.
Fox plays Mike Henry, a news anchor who retires to focus on his health and family. Do you know what his health problem is?
Parkinson's.
He has Parkinson's disease.
Wow. Well, I mean, obviously they had to write that in the show somehow, right?
You know what Michael J. Fox aggravates me about is it's a well-known well known but not very well kept secret in Hollywood that when he goes on to talk shows and all to talk about the effects of Parkinson, he purposely goes off his medicine so it'll look worse.
Do you know that?
Oh, yeah. It's a well-known fact. He says he does it. He's let people know he does it because he wants people to see what Parkinson's is really all about.
Well,
then he goes back on his medication, and he's you know, he's not straight. He's still suffering from Parkinson. But I think that's being disingenuous. Either go on and talk about Parkinson's while you're on your meds, or don't be on your meds and show people what Parkinson's is really like without medication. But don't bounce between both. So I've lost a little respect for Michael J. Fox because of how he does that. But
I lost respect for him because I know this show's going to be awful, and it's named The Michael J. Fox Show.
Yeah, it's called The Michael J. Fox Show. Of course,
this will get canceled.
Last night, the highly anticipated return of Law and Order SVU, 2-hour show.
I love Law and Order.
Law and Order SVU. This is with Marissa Haggerty and everything.
Is Ice-T still in this?
Yeah, that's the one with Ice-T. Didn't really love it. And I'm a big fan of SVU. I thought it fell a little short last night.
Well, who wants to watch a 2-hour season premiere of a television
It was a
show,
2-hour season
man?
premiere from a cliffhanger from last year, but they solved the cliffhanger in the first 35 minutes and then went into another regular episode.
That's stupid.
So, didn't sit well with me. One of my favorite shows premiered last night, Criminal Minds. It's got Joe Montana in it. It's the behavioral analysis unit of the FBI and how they profile killers. A show Buddy doesn't watch because, yes, there was somebody dead within the first, 35, 40 seconds.
Well, if the premise of the show is to
track serial killers,
cold
and
cases,
this one is,
yeah.
This one has a twist. It's a 2-part premiere episode, but it wasn't a 2-hour premiere. It was an hour this week, and it was to be continued to next week. And they left you with a cliffhanger last year. They started it with a cliffhanger this year. I'll tell you real quick the premise of it is there was a police chase. When the show came on, there was a police chase. Well, they showed a dead body. Then they said, somebody came on the radio, said this car was seen leaving. There was a police chase. They pit maneuvered the guy in the police chase. And right as they pit maneuvered him, their car swung across traffic, and an 18-wheeler was coming right at the cops' Suburban. And she screamed, "Hey, look out." And then it went 4 days earlier and left you with, did they get hit by the truck? Did they not get hit by the truck? And then they didn't let you know one way or the other until 50 minutes later. So they ended last season with a cliffhanger, started this season with a cliffhanger, and then ended this episode with a to-be-continued cliffhanger till next week. Now, that's how you do a premiere. Also, CSI last night premiered. Okay, I'm tired of CSI.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do. I know, take fingerprints. And first off, will somebody turn the lights on in the CSI lab? Okay? It's dark in there. Turn the lights on.
You would think to do analysis on a
Have you ever been to a crime lab?
No.
We took a tour.
But
in
I
college.
assume it's real well lit.
It's well lit. Have you ever been to any government building that wasn't well lit? It's well lit, but
like
CSI, they got these dark rooms, and they're always using their flashlights and everything at work. and my other problem with CSI, and maybe it's just me, who goes to work in club clothes? You know what I mean? The girls show up to crime scenes in 6-inch stiletto heels and clothes like they're on their way to the club.
Where someone just got hacked up to death. There's just blood and carnage and guts all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, they were out at the club.
No, they're working their shift. They're on shift. They weren't on call. They left the lab to come out there dressed like they were going to the club.
Not a big CSI fan anymore. I don't know if people still watch that show.
Well, it's still one of the top-rated shows. Also,
is there still like 3 or 4 of them?
No, there's just the one now.
Okay.
Miami and New York are both gone. It's just back to regular CSI in Vegas. And now Ted Danson is head of the crime lab, So,
nice.
Yeah. Sam Malone from Cheers now runs the crime lab in Vegas. I guess he got the experience being Decker, the doctor, the Dr. Decker on that show.
Not a big fan of that show either.
But a premiere that happened last night, 2 nights ago, that I am highly anticipating the outcome of. The Farewell to Ziva started on NCIS. The character Ziva David will be taken out of the show as she didn't, as the woman who plays her, what's her name? I forget her name. Pablo, I forget her name. Anyway, she didn't re-up on the series, so they're writing her out of the series, and I'm very interested how they're going to write her out of the series. But very good show, very good from the cliffhanger last year where Gibbs was being investigated to how that all worked out. Great show. All in all, I'll give premiere week, JJ, from the shows that I watch, because Good Wife is still this Sunday. It premieres this Sunday. Buddy Martin and my favorite show, Good Wife, it starts this Sunday. Boardwalk Empire had it premiere last week. I've already watched 2 episodes of that, one of my favorite shows. Waiting for Downton Abbey to start. Got to get a time. Do we have a time when Downton Abbey's going to start, JJ?
Well, it starts over in Europe
and then
like
they bring
6
it over
months
here.
Before, yeah.
Right, so we need to figure out when Downton Abbey's
I think it starts
start.
in like January or something.
Is it January? So that's the one show that I'm still anticipating. But Good Wife this Sunday. So far, with the Good Wife still to go, and Blue Bloods is tonight. Oh, and I meant Friday night, and Hawaii Five-O's Friday night. 2 shows I watch. Right now, I give premiere week probably a C. B- or C. The Mindy Project, I watched it, one of my favorite shows and Lloyd Martin Gregory's favorite shows.
Awful.
It was awful.
Well, it's been awful, bro.
No, it's been very funny, but it was not very good this time. I didn't find the premiere funny at all. She was over in Haiti and gave up her practice in New York, and they had James Franco guest star on it, and it just wasn't very funny. You know why? Because Franco's not very funny. Didn't we learn anything from the Academy Awards? James Franco, not funny. Wasn't that painfully obvious? Didn't Anne Hathaway?
He didn't even try.
Didn't Anne Hathaway have to struggle through the Oscars?
He hung her out to dry, man.
Didn't we learn?
That was rough.
Didn't we learn 2 years ago that James Franco not funny?
He's like a stoner funny, I guess.
No.
His movies are funny.
No, Jim Brewer was stoner funny. Dave Chappelle was stoner funny.
Jim Brewer's still funny.
Yeah, hilarious.
Chappelle, he's kind of gotten weird.
What was the guy? I forget the one guy that was the comedian that was funny to stoners for about an hour and a half. Dean. I forget the guy's name. I'll come up with it during the break. But James Franco not funny.
Dean.
No, I forget the guy's name.
Dane Cook.
Dane Cook, thank you.
Oh.
Dane, not Dean. He was funny for about a minute and a half.
Yeah, what happened to him, man?
I don't know and don't care.
He was making big movies, making a lot of money out of nowhere.
He was making
and then
a ton
I guess
money.
he, I don't know.
He was in planes.
Somebody in the business just decided it's Dane Cook's, his day's over. We're not putting him in any more movies. So he did something to somebody or didn't apologize for something, or who knows what Dane did.
I'm okay with that, though.
Hollywood, shoot him up, spin him out.
But premiere week still got some shows to come. Mainly, I've watched The Voice now. I've watched The Voice. I'm back hooked on The Voice again. Now that Christina Aguilera's back and JJ.
Christina Aguilera lost some weight.
Ooh,
she looks
did
sexy.
she?
I saw it.
She lost
Sexy.
like 35, 40 pounds.
Yes.
I don't know what CeeLo's got going on. He's got some sort of like
head tattoo.
He's got some sort
See
of
that?
like
Awful.
It kind of looks like, like some sort of.
He looks like a mole.
It on top of his head though. It looks like some sort of maze you'd see in one of those kids' magazines in the doctor's office.
Highlights magazine.
Highlights magazine. Start and try to find your way to the center.
He's cool, but I mean his style is awful.
And if I didn't know better, because Blake's married to Miranda Lambert, I'd swear Blake Shelton and Adam Levine were living together. They got a serious bromance going on.
It's all right.
Dude, I think they may kiss each other on the lips. I don't know.
It's all right. We live in an open society now, Tom. It's acceptable.
You kissing me on the lips?
No, I don't
exactly.
like you.
There you go. Although you and Tatman are pretty close. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Buddy Martin joins the show. Remember, in the 4 o'clock hour, Daniel Owen, the Straw, graces our presence once again. It's been a while since we had Daniel on the show, but he always brings something to the show that is worth hearing. Then in the 5 o'clock sports hour, it's Around the Water Cooler. Buddy Martin, Thomas James, myself, JJ, and Austin talk about the hot topics of today, plus Going Long, a new segment we got here where everybody gets about a minute and 15 seconds just to talk about whatever sports topic seems to be on your top of your thought process. Plus, it is official, Dominic Easley out for the season with a torn ACL. We'll follow up on that story as well in the Sports Hour. Buddy Martin coming up next on Pop Culture Thursday, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, streaming live at WOCA.com. The Source.
Having the motivation and making the commitment to quit smoking is a great first step towards becoming smoke-free. However, anyone who's tried to quit smoking knows how challenging it can be. Having the determination to quit may not be enough. You may need some help. If you're ready to quit smoking and are between the ages of 18 and 75, currently smoke 10 or more cigarettes a day, and can commit to participating for 24 weeks, you may be interested in a research study which is being conducted to evaluate the use of investigational drugs to see if they can aid individuals in their quest to quit smoking. To help you quit, smoking cessation counseling and all study-related medical care will be provided at no extra cost. You may also be reimbursed for your travel time. To receive more information about this study, how you can participate, please call Rinstar Medical Research in Ocala at 352-629-5800. That's Rinstar Medical Research in Ocala, 352-629-5800. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And so is State Farm agent Angie Lewis, working hard to serve her community as a citizen and insurance agent. Angie wants to help you as you adjust your insurance needs to your life. From everything to helping educate your teen driver to protecting your family against everyday risk. She wants to change the way you perceive insurance by developing relationships with her clients, which is why Angie and her staff are proud to be a part of so many good causes in Ocala. In turn, she has chosen to single out those who step up as leaders. Each month on the Voice of Ocala, Angie spotlights a good neighbor, saluting those who give exceptional service or do random acts of kindness to others. For this, Angie was written up in State Farm's national magazine. Angie also supports local businesses with a regular Biz Buzz. The Angie Lewis State Farm Agency is located at 1122 Northeast 36th Avenue, where visitors are always welcome and the coffee pot is always on.
WOCA, putting the local back into radio.
Hurricane season is upon us. WOCA and Sunbelt Rentals wants you to be prepared. Sunbelt Rentals has the equipment to help, like air nailers, aerial lifts, chainsaws, chippers, and stump grinders. They have light towers, skid steer loaders, and generators, just to name a few. Sometimes you might need a little help cleaning up afterwards. Sunbelt has the equipment you need, like dehumidifiers, pumps, sewer snakes, wet dry vacs, floor dryers, carpet equipment, and more. And right now is the time to get it done, with 2 special offers just for WOCA listeners. If you rent Friday after 3 p.m. and return it Monday before 9 a.m., you will only be charged for 1 day. Plus, just by mentioning WOCA, you get 25% off your rental. You heard right, not 5 or 10, but 25% off your rental just by mentioning that you heard it here on WOCA. But you'd better hurry. This is a limited time offer. Visit Sunbelt today on Highway 27, just half mile east of I-75. Give them a call at 369-9101 or visit them on the web, sunbelt.com.
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
How good does it get?
Golf has long been considered to be sport's most prestigious game, and WOCA has your connection to everything in the golf world. Every first and third Thursday at 10 a.m., tune in for Let's Talk Golf with your host, PGA professional and teacher to the stars, Jim Beckett, and operations manager for the links of Spruce Creek South, Darren Irwin, right here on The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my
too.
seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
You know, you can't go wrong when you start your job off with Hotel California by the Eagles. And by the way, I hope nobody beats me up over it or tries to kill me like some guy did, like some guy's girlfriend did, or she did to him for playing the Eagles.
Yes.
By the way, if anybody wants to do that, JJ's the guy who played it, not me.
Bring it.
Just make sure. So
I'm taking all customers, buddy.
There you go. I'm Buddy Martin. Glad to be back. Glad to be back with you after a little 30-minute respite there on a beautiful, and you're right, Tom, beautiful day. We've had a lot of rain lately, and I'm glad to see it, but nothing wrong with the sunshine, although it's bright in JJ's eyes. He's wearing that big Miami hat right now, so he's okay.
I sit in the hot spot right now.
Yeah, right. That is the hot spots for sure. So, all right, Tom's already previewed the show several times today, and we're looking forward to our day. Anytime we get the straw on, it's going to be good. And by the way, if you haven't had a chance to pick up a copy. For those of you who live in the downtown Fort King historic district, part of the Southeast, on the south side of 17th Street, you should have gotten in your mail last month. Daniel Owen, article by Daniel Owen, which he wrote. And I can tell you we made very few changes on. And I've gotten some good comments on. The cover is Daniel Owen leaning against I guess that's a signpost. I don't know. And in City Hall, there's a horse in the background that says, Daniel Owens, goodbye. He asked about Ocala, are we there yet? And it's a very good article written by Daniel about the goals of Ocala and where we're going. And by the way, JJ especially loved the headline on the inside, Political Ramblings of an Overpaid Politician. Of course, we know Daniel makes, what, $200 a month, right? Is that what he makes? So Daniel's going to be on. We're going to ask him some questions about his views and things happening around our fair city and county. And should I ask him, put him on the hot seat about what his political intentions are? Because he hadn't said much. There's a lot of rumors out there. But should we go ahead and ask him, are you going to run for something? And if so, what's going to be, president or whatever? Yeah. So I'll say this about Daniel. Whatever he does, he's extremely opinionated. But he doesn't hide his opinions. He doesn't work in the shadows. He tells you what he thinks, even though you don't like it a lot of the times. And he's on it. He keeps up. He knows what's happening. You may think he's an idiot for what he did at the Tuscaloosa Park and the Ducks, but he had some evidence on his side. By the way, just so you know, he had a little science on his side, and so he didn't go into things half-cocked. He actually smart. He reads things. And I think if Daniel Owen votes for something on council, which by the way he won't be after next month, that he's convicted about it and he has information about it, and he doesn't vote special interest. That's what I like about him. So whatever he does, if he doesn't run, I'm kind of going to miss him in politics because I think he brings a flavor that we need. I had a discussion this morning with a prominent Marion Countyan who's been around for a while and very well connected, and we talked about Daniel, and he said, I like the guy because he stands up and tells you what he thinks. So anyway, Daniel will be with us at 4:00 at Straw, and we'll talk to him about that. Also today, we'll finish up our Man in the Mall. Austin Statman Tatman is here, and we finished up the part. We're going to the other parts away from. We covered yesterday. We didn't cover the 5 presidents, and we didn't cover the part about where did America get its independence from. So we'll get that. But I digress. I've got to get going because I got fact or fake today, and I got to get that in before the top. So that's a story to tell you about what a guy did. A guy got fired, and he got his debit card from his boss, and tell you what he did.
And we've got tweets and quotes today. And as Tom said, Around the Water Cooler is going to be interesting. A lot of good topics today, including the fact that, how about the Bucks now? No more games will be blacked out. I'm going to ask the question, is that good news or bad news? And we'll talk about Will Muschamp. Do we give him a pass for what's happened to his small club with the injuries? Or do you think maybe his brand's a little damaged for what happened in Florida so far? And if he gets done this season, will it be the point where someone like Texas might not want to hire him if he's interested because he didn't been successful? All that stuff plus tweets and quotes, et cetera, et cetera. We'll go ahead and take our break right now. We'll come back and we'll go up next. We'll have factoid or fake. You guys ready?
Born ready, buddy.
Get your game face on.
I'm ready.
I'm going to see how strong you are today. How many can you get of these? All right? I got you today. I can tell you right now. I know that
I'm going to stop goofing around on all these, and I'm going to win.
JJ, Tom's killing you.
Well, I've just been playing.
Well, you better get your game on, buddy, because he's been killing you. We'll take a break. We'll come back to the Voice of Ocala after this timeout on
1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Hi, this is Buddy Martin. I want to tell you about a conversation I had recently with General Manager Pat Murray on the great family atmosphere at Country Club of Ocala.
It's a family-first club. Again, we have any number of different types of memberships, but obviously the one that attracts the greatest level of interest is our family. And the reason for that is we have a little bit of something for everybody. I mean, we obviously have a world-class golf course. We have 7 tennis courts here for all levels of tennis players. We have a junior Olympic-sized swimming pool. We have a fitness center that's second to none, and we have state-of-the-art equipment in our fitness center.
Country Club of Ocala, where the facilities are all a family would ever need. For more information, call today at 352-237-6644. That's 352-237-6644. Country Club of Ocala, proud sponsor of Monday's Gator Report and Gator Talk Thursday right here on The Source. Hi, this is Buddy Martin. If you have an award or a trophy in your house, there's more than a good chance it came from BJ Trophies Gifts and Awards. At BJ Trophies, Floyd Hirschberger and his staff have a lot more than just trophies. Among the items they specialize in are donor recognition walls and trees, personalized or engraved gifts, cast bronze dedication plaques, wide format digital printing with posters, banners, and signs, and promotional products. Floyd is the official trophy and awards maker for the Voice of Ocala radio show and is North Central Florida's leader in custom recognition programs, corporate awards, industrial engraving, unique gifts, and advertising specialties. When Angie Lewis went shopping for something to award to the winners of her State Farm Good Neighbor Award, she shopped first at BJ Trophies Awards and Gifts. Check them out at 1735 Northeast Jacksonville Road on North Magnolia's Miracle Mile, or call them today at 352-732-2249. BJ Trophies Awards and Gifts. Trophies is just our middle name.
On the next AM Ocala Live, Robin and I will be speaking to David Foreman, also known as the Herbal Pharmacist. He's coming on to tell us how to recognize the signs that are draining your body of energy and how we can offset those effects.
News Bites, the hottest news and current events served bite-sized.
And then Jim George will be in the studio from American Cable Services. He'll be telling us what we can do to make our home entertainment systems bigger, better, and brighter.
Samantha Nevels is a spokesperson for the Consumer Electronics Association. She'll be speaking about the evolution of our audio devices.
And then it's Ocala Magazine Radio with your host, Kelly Hart.
Lawrence Silver is an attorney. He will be speaking about the book, The Girl, A Life in the Shadow of Roman Polanski. It's a memoir by Samantha Geimer.
And then Joy Katzen-Guthrie is coming on. She's a Tampa Bay cantorial leader and a recording artist, as well as a concert performer. She's going to be performing in our area. She's talking about the Shirat Hainfest, the Jewish Spirit and Song concert happening Sunday, October 13th. All of that plus Fun with Joe right here on The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM.
1370 AM.
Hey, it's Christy with Ocala Mac and PC Repair and Ocala Guest Wi-Fi to let you know we have you covered. We are the only local certified Apple and Microsoft computer company in Ocala. We are family owned and operated. From mobile repair to wireless networks, viruses, new systems, or security cameras, we do it all. Check us out online, ocalamacpc.com, or give us a call, 352-566-8324.
Tell them Nick, Madison, or Mason sent you and get free diagnostic.
Get your internet telephone service from the company that brought affordable internet service to Ocala in the first place. All is Safe is a sister company of Ocala Guest Wi-Fi, a company you've known and trusted for all your internet needs. Whether you need a phone or hundreds, we've got the products and services to meet your needs both now and in the future. Our plans include everything from local and long-distance calling to equipment maintenance and even software upgrades. You can count on All is Safe to give you cost certainty knowing that your bill will be the same next week, next month, or even next year. Call 352-450-8647 today to learn how to cut your monthly telephone bill up to 60%.
Here we go. Fact, order, fake. Let's see who wins it today. Tom Schmitz on a 2-game tear, I believe. You guys ready? Here we go. Number 1. Psychologists believe sleeping naked can hurt your confidence.
Hurt it?
Yeah.
False.
Fake. Yeah, I would say false.
False? False. You're all 3 correct. It's exactly opposite.
Yeah, that's what
it
I would
actually
think.
helps your confidence. I'm not sure how. That's what it says.
Feel more open with yourself. You don't care.
JJ, that's more than I wanted to know about it. Okay, here's another one. Number 2, sleeping in a cold room increases chances of having a nightmare. The colder your room is, the more chances you'll have a nightmare.
True.
Yeah, true.
All right, you guys are 2 for 2.
All right. Told you, I'm bringing the wood today, buddy.
Warm and comfortable.
Actually, I only have 9 today. So. All right. Number 3 or 4, Joe Biden pitched baseball for Princeton.
False. I think he played football.
False.
Good job. You're correct. Next, overthinking deprives the human brain of chemicals that naturally cause happiness, which often leads to depression.
True.
False.
True.
Austin got the first miss. That is actually true. Right?
Killing it.
Outside the U.S., the largest software-producing country in the world is Austria.
That sounds so false that it's got to be true.
Yeah, true.
Incorrect.
Oh,
It's actually Ireland.
Well, that sounds even worse.
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't get Ireland, so. Okay, here's one for you. You don't know how many of these are false, how many are true.
You and I have missed 1, JJ. Austin's missed 2.
All right. Cracking your knuckles hurts your bones and causes arthritis in your hands.
See, I've always
False.
heard this. It's false.
It is very false. All it is getting the air out of your joint.
Guys, sure? You like that?
False.
You with that? Correct. It's false.
Nice. It's just
Old wives'
CO2.
tale.
You never
Just
know.
like your mother used to tell you, keep your eyes crossed like that, they'll stick.
Okay, you ready for this one? The king and queen in The Lion King, Mufasa and Sarabi, were voiced by the king and queen in the movie Coming to America.
True.
False.
They're right, JJ. It's true.
Of course it is. Okay. James Earl Jones and a woman that played the queen in Coming to America.
All right, you ready for this one?
See, I didn't know that.
Despite rumors, cell phone use is not contagious, and you're not more likely to check your phone if someone with you has just done the same thing.
False. That's false.
True.
I think you're more likely to check your phone after somebody else did.
It's true. It's not contagious. Cell phone use is not contagious.
False.
It's false. It is contagious.
Boom.
False.
It's not contagious. That's stupid.
Tom wants to change the answer now. It says as soon as he misses one, it's
Me
like
and Tom are tied right now.
No,
Viruses.
we all got 2 wrong.
Bacteria, viruses are contagious.
Okay. There you go.
Phones aren't.
I don't come to your trivia shows and start.
Listen,
start
it's like when you see somebody smoking, I'm like, I want a cigarette.
Yawning.
No.
Yawning.
Exactly.
That we talked about that. Okay, I think I've got one more here. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. The names of all the continents end with the same letter that they start with.
False.
That's true.
False.
Tom's correct. It's true.
South America?
Yeah, but see, America, it's a continent. America, South and North is America. And every other
that one was
I don't make it
arguable.
up. I don't make it up. I understand your point.
I mean,
yeah, that's just how it is, brother. It's America. So they're the Americas. So, all right. So think about it. Europe.
Yeah,
So
I did
I've
think
missed
about
two,
it.
I've missed
But
two, JJ's
it's
missed
called
two,
South
Austin missed
America.
3.
Okay, well, you guys tied this time out. That's it. All right, so, and remember, it's Africa, Antarctica, Asia, Australia, Europe, the Americas, North and South. That's it. Pretty good little question. That's one for you. That's one for your trivia.
No,
Oh, you're doing it already.
People would argue. Well, of course,
that's not a good one for trivia.
People argue South America, North America.
That would be me up there.
Well, but you got the answer, so it doesn't matter.
Had a couple drinks in.
And all you had to do there was just think about what the 7 continents were, and you could figure that out.
Yeah, well, that's one that we'll find out next time whether or not that's possible to identify the 7 continents. That's one of your other.
Oh my God, we have to do that.
Oh yeah, we have.
Well, you hear the results of this one. All right, guys, we got to go. The straw's in the house. We'll take a break. Come back. Daniel Owen joins us next right here on the Voice of Ocala.
1370 AM, 96.7, 96.3 FM.
They get it right. Oh, my God.
WOCA, the source.
She grew up in an Indiana town, had a good-looking mama who never was around, but she grew up tall and she grew up right with them Indiana boys on an Indiana night.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price of fixed rate allowance. Yahoo! Kids are back in school and report cards are right around the corner. I've got old cars shaking in their boots because I'm flunking clunkers and junkers this month.
Hey, Professor Chris Spears from Prestige Auto Sales. What's a smart plan to keep you from flunking out in a car that can't make the grade?
This week, trade in and save more. Get the appraised value of your old car plus up to $4,500 off a nicer, newer car.
Stuck in bad credit detention? Our For the People credit approval process wants to help everyone, even if you've been turned down before.
I vow that no car will be left behind.
Visit Prestige Auto Sales today.
Yes, during our old car report card event, you'll get up to $4,500 off a nicer, newer car, plus the appraised value of your old car. But hurry, my old car report card event ends September 30th, or after we've helped 67 students pass the test in a nicer, newer car. My name is Chris Spears, and I'm a dealer for the people.
Visit Prestige Auto Sales in Ocala or Bellevue, or call 694-1234. See you at Prestige.
Hi, this is Lisa Midget, owner of Kinetic Motion Fitness here in Ocala, Florida. A lot of you have experienced our great classes in personal small group training, but did you know we now offer dynamic workouts on DVD? These high-quality, locally produced, effective DVD workouts can go where you go. Going on vacation? No problem. We can go with you. Friends and relatives out of town who are jealous that you get to come to KMF? No problem. We ship anywhere in the United States for free. Our great lineup of 4 DVDs includes Kinetic Achieve, Kinetic Couples, Kinetic Core, and Kinetic Campus. 4 great workouts for the entire family on DVD. Sound interesting? Check them out on our website at kmfocala.com. While you're there, check out our class schedule and come see us. We're only 5 minutes from downtown across from the Skylark Plaza. Visit kmfocala.com and like us on Facebook. KMF will get you results at our studio or at home with one of our DVDs. Kinetic Motion Fitness. We're ready when you are. Visit kmfocala.com for more information.
If you need a sign or a banner for your yard or your business or your campaign, I'd recommend you go to Signs Unlimited at 318 South Magnolia in Ocala. Screen printing, embroidery, digital graphics. Do what I did when we needed signs for the Save the Marion Theater Group. Go see Vic Buttermore at Signs Unlimited if you want quality work with a fast turnaround from somebody who is deeply committed to his community and always ready to assist you. There's a reason Vic's slogan is, "It's our business to make your business better." Sign up for Signs Unlimited. Call 732-7341 today.
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Frederick's Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Frederick's Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Frederick's Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. ABC Frederick's Appliance.
The difference at Ocala Eye is evident in everything we do for you. It shows in our commitment to provide the latest technology and procedures for people interested in LASIK surgery. Here's Janine, a teacher who had LASIK surgery at Ocala Eye.
To be a teacher and to be able to see each individual child and their facial features and every little hair on their head is amazing. And to see their freckles, their eyes, just to see everything in high def is absolutely amazing. It's like discovering a whole other world.
And during September, Ocala Eye will give you $250 off if you qualify as a candidate for LASIK surgery. Ocala Eye is located in Ocala and the Villages.
It is a tremendous change to not have to get up and worry about what I'm going to see, what I'm going to do, where I'm going to go, what am I going to do with my glasses, or which child is going to snatch them off today. It's wonderful.
Call Ocala Eye today to see if you're a candidate for LASIK surgery at 352-671-1040 and see why more people are saying Ocala Eye looks out for me.
Don't ever miss a single edition of the Mike Huckabee Show. We're going to have a whole lot of fun talking the big issues of the day. We'll talk to the newsmakers and the issues that made them a newsmaker, as well as we'll bring you some entertainment, some fun. You never know what's going to happen on the Mike Huckabee Show. Don't miss it.
Join Mike Huckabee every weekday from noon to 3 exclusively on WOCA The Source.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Life jackets save lives. We're at Florida. Warmer today with a blend of clouds and sunshine. A shower or thunderstorm through this evening. High 87 to 90. Partly cloudy tonight. Low 66 to 74. Partly sunny tomorrow with a passing shower near the coast. High 84 to 88. And Saturday, clouds and sunshine. A shower or thunderstorm, especially later in the day. High 84 to 86. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Steve Travis.
You're listening to WOCA News Talk 1370, Ocala's source for what's happening in today's hottest, up-to-date news and topics.
Dying from it, a condition that causes muscle cells to die, has been linked to the extreme exercise program. Experts say to drink plenty of fluid, and if you're feeling pain, stop. Nissan recalling nearly 1 million vehicles worldwide because of an accelerator sensor problem that could cause the engine to stall. It includes the Serena minivan, Infiniti M, X-Trail SUV, and other models. Most of the vehicles being recalled are in Japan, but some are here in the